Hey, you guys, welcome to another night with Tal Lit. You guys, thank y'all for coming in. Thank y'all for joining me. You guys, tonight I want to talk about something that I'm not quite sure if you guys are all privy to. So just in case you're not, I just want to talk about it. I want to talk about the interview that Carlos King did with Lisa Ray McCoy. You guys, did you watch it? Have you seen it? Have you heard about it? Like, what are your thoughts on it, right? I want to know that because I want to give you guys my thoughts on Carlos King's interview with Lisa Ray McCoy. You guys, starting off, I definitely want to say that I think the interview was a really good interview. I don't know if the interview for me was just a really good interview because I actually listened from beginning to end, or if, I don't know, because I don't know, because things have to catch my attention, and this actually caught my attention, maybe because I was at work, I had nothing else, well, I was working, and I just needed something to help me keep my mind and focus, whatever. You guys, I thought it was a great interview, and I want to talk about it a little bit. I want to point out some things that I found important. Now, you guys, drop down in the comments. Let me know if you've seen the interview, your thoughts on the interview. Let me know your thoughts. So, first of all, I definitely want to point out the fact that I don't think Lisa Ray McCoy said anything that we really hadn't already heard, right? Like throughout the years, we've heard things. We knew that she was married to this prime minister of Turks and Caicos or whatever, and she became the first lady of that island. She did say that she brought a lot of things to that island that were never brought there before. She did that, right? She brought carnivals for the kids because she loves kids. She did a lot of different things. Now, I don't know exactly how long she was married to this man, Michael Misick, however you pronounce his name. I don't know how long she was married to him. I can't remember. It's been that long, right? But she shed some light on some things. Like, she kind of went deep, in my opinion. She talked about being married to him, and we're going to get to that. She talked about her friendships that she had during that time, and then declined during that time as well. She talked about Jada and Will Smith. She talked about the slap that was heard across the world from the Emmys, or I think it was the Emmys, that Will Smith went up there and smacked the fire out of Chris Rock. She talked about that. She gave her opinion on that. She talked about, you know, her being a grandmother and how at first she was not happy about her daughter being pregnant, because just like any mother, we're going to look at our child's situation, and we're going to kind of assess the situation to see, okay, well, I don't think you're in the best position, and we're going to mama our cubs, right? Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent. That's what we're going to do. What else did she talk about? She talked about a whole host of things. I think first what I want to talk about is the fact that, let's see, it's so much to start from. Well, let's just start here, right? This is what she said that I feel that Carlos King should definitely have taken notes when she said, when he asked her about working with Will Packard, right? When she got the information that Will Packard wanted to work with her, I think on the Queen's Court or some show, you guys, I'm not familiar with it, y'all. Don't beat me up. Don't drag me. If y'all know what I'm talking about, if y'all been watching that show, drop it down in the comments and let me know your thoughts on it or whatever, because you know, whatever. So when Carlos King asked her about working with Will Packard, something she said that I found to be something Carlos King should have had his notebook down for. She said, well, first of all, Will Packard called her himself. And she says that, you know, in Hollywood, you have to build relationships with people, right? And she said that when he did the Emmys, or I think it was the Emmys, I think when Will Smith had smacked the fire out of Chris Rock, she said after that, because the show was done good, right? So she called him up. She said, "Great job, brother." That's what she told Will Packard. And she also said, so when he called her to do the Queen's Court, or whatever that show is or whatever, she jumped at the opportunity. And she told Carlos King the reason why she jumped at that opportunity is because she knows Will Packard. She knows that he is a man of integrity. She knows he's not messy. It wasn't going to be a whole lot of mess or whatever. That's why she decided, no brainer, right? Yeah, of course I'm going to work with him. I've been wanting to work with him, you know, because Lisa Ray's been in Hollywood for a long time. So I'm pretty sure her ears are to the streets, so she knows who's a good person to work with and who's not a good person to work with. And although she didn't say it as being shady to Carlos King, but I felt that he should have took it for what it was worth, because we all know, or we've seen, I know I have, people coming out one by one talking about how Carlos King is not the best executive producer. That's the first thing I want to bring out. She talked about her relationship, her friendship with Vivica Fox. She talked about when she was married to this Prime Minister of Turks and Caicos, Michael Misick. After being married to him for a while, she talked about all the disrespect, and the disrespect became blatant. And she shared with her friends how she felt like a princess, or maybe a queen, I can't remember exactly, but she felt like a princess living in a glass house. Now, she said that her friends probably didn't understand, or she knew they didn't understand where she was coming from, because they were on the outside looking into her situation, and they probably thinking, girl, what are you talking about? Like, you got it going on. Your husband is rich. He owns an island. What are you complaining about? And that could also be true, and I think it is true, that Lisa Ray McCoy also said when she first started dating her husband, before he became her husband, she had a great time with him. You know, he knows all the right things to say, is what she said, honey. That's what she said. He knows all the right things, he said. And she said that they had like an 18-hour date or whatever, and she said that they smashed on the first date, child. Okay, girl. All right. That's what she said, honey. I don't know if I would have done that, but it was a good date, right? She said that they had such a good time. They were dating each other. When he proposed to her, saying that he wanted to date her while they were married. And I think obviously she was okay with that, right? She was okay with that idea. And when Carlos King asked her, was she in love with her husband before she married him, Lisa Ray said no. Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Lisa Ray said no, she was not in love. She said she loved him, but she was not in love with him. For you younger ones out here, there is a difference. You can love someone but not be in love with them. And that's okay. That's okay. Because it happens. I mean, let's be clear, you guys. Lisa Ray is a beautiful black woman at a certain age in her life. She can be real about that. And I think a lot of you young girls might need to understand that you don't necessarily have to marry for love. Okay? All right? That's a message. That's a message. So anyway, she said no, she was not in love with her husband, but she knew she could probably grow to love him. Great, right? But when she marries his man, and she said he had a private jet, and when she got introduced to the private jet and got introduced to the lifestyle and was married to this man, she started bringing all her people over on the private jet, flying everybody. Y'all want to come? Let's go. She got access to something she wanted to share it with people. She shared it not only with family and close friends, but she shared it with friends. This is what I really want to get to. She shared it with friends or whatever, right? This is something I did not know. She shared it with friends, which gave her now ex-husband, access to her friends who were already connected to Hollywood. Right? So what does her husband do? Her friends became his friends. Heard Lisa Ray say Dwayne Martin stole her husband. Now, when she said that, when she came out with that, I thought she meant he actually stole her husband. Stole her husband, as if now her husband and Dwayne Martin are now boyfriend and boyfriend. That's what I thought. And that still could be true. I'm not sure. However, she said how when she got mad with Dwayne Martin about something he did concerning her husband, she said that he was no longer welcome at the home that she shared with her then husband. And then she gets a conversation with her butler, and he was like, well, Mr. Martin is here. What do you want me to tell him? Because he's not supposed to be there, but he's there, right? And she's like, what? Like the blatant disrespect. And when she talked to Dwayne Martin about this, Dwayne Martin basically told her, if it wasn't him, it would be somebody else. So I don't know if Dwayne Martin meant that to say, you better be glad it's me, or whatever. Basically what Lisa Nicole Ray was saying was that now that she married her ex-husband, she was married to her ex-husband, she was the doorway to Hollywood. But then when she started introducing all of her friends, her Hollywood friends, to her ex-husband, now they became friends, and now he has more access. So I'm assuming Dwayne Martin gave him more access to Hollywood. And she pretty much said that, her husband was cheating real bad. Cheating so bad. She said that one of her friends who was at her bachelorette party when her mom was living, she said that at the bachelorette party, her mom told her to watch out for her. And if you guys seen the interview, y'all already know who her is. But she's like, hey, nah, old school trying to school new school. Nah, ma, she good, ma, she good. No, oh, y'all better pay attention when old school, y'all youngins Pay attention when old school trying to teach y'all something. And don't get so defensive. Sometimes you just need to listen. So Lisa Ray said that there was a manifest, that's what she called it, on the airplane, the private jet. It's called a manifest or a manifesto or whatever. Basically, it's a tool that lets you know the itinerary of the personnel that's coming on the plane, right? Who's been on the plane, who's coming on the plane. She said she checked it one day and she saw Nicole Murphy's name on the manifesto. And she was like, why is her name on here? I didn't invite her here. Why would she be on here? She said she called her so-called friend, her homegirl, and asked her, girl, were you here in Turks and Caicos? When did you come? She's like, no, I wasn't there. They hung up. Lisa Ray said she called back. But Nicole Murphy didn't answer the phone. So she said at the time, Nicole Murphy was engaged to Michael Strahan, right? Y'all remember, y'all know who Michael Strahan is. I think y'all know who he is, right? She called him. She asked him, did he know about it? Michael Strahan said he did not know anything about that. And she said, well, let me show you this. So she showed him, she sent him over the proof that she had. The proof that she had was that I think she had video of Nicole Murphy driving her car and dropping her husband, her then husband, Lisa Nicole's husband, off at the private jet at the airport. I'm like, now that's something I didn't know. That's something I did not know. Carlos King asked her, well, do you think that's why Nicole Murphy and Michael Strahan never got married? She said, no, I don't think so. She said, but I wasn't privy to their conversations. She said that wasn't even a reason for her and her then husband, Michael Misick, to split. You know, it was like building up over time, I feel like, or whatever, right? You're getting to know one another, right? So, Lisa Nicole went on to say, you know, where she's from, the south side of Chicago, Nicole Murphy should have got her ass beat. She should have cut her ass. She should have put a pause on her, right? Now, as surprised as I was to hear her say Nicole Murphy slept with her ex-husband, I wasn't surprised, right? Nicole Murphy, we know her to be the ex-wife of Eddie Murphy, the ex-fiance of Michael Strahan. More recently, we know Nicole Murphy to be entangled with Layla Rashawn's husband, Anthony Fuqua. I think he's the director or something. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. But yeah, like Lisa Nicole Murphy. Y'all hear me? I'm tired, but I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna come with it. I promise you guys. Nicole Murphy seems like she gets around, honey. She gets around. And you guys, after I watched that video, I saw a clip on YouTube. And this is just FYI, about Nicole Murphy. And I guess she may be starting to trend more because of this interview that Lisa Ray did. It said that when she divorced Eddie Murphy, she asked the court for $15 million. The court granted her the $15 million. And I think that was the whole settlement. Like, I'm not sure if there was alimony or anything else, giving child support or anything like that. I'm not sure. They just said a cool 15 million, right? They said that she had a trusted friend that said that he could invest her money overseas or something, and all he needed was 10 or 11 million dollars, and Nicole Murphy gave him 10 or 11 million dollars to invest. When I saw that clip, you guys, I was like, damn, that was dumb. You must be really dumb to give somebody all your money to invest. No, honey, you start off little, then we gonna move. Y'all, that's all I got to say about this. Because I'm sorry. Nicole Murphy, y'all, she be making her rounds up there in Hollywood. Or she has made her rounds up there in Hollywood. For someone who we've only seen on television maybe one time when she did, what was it? Housewives of Hollywood or something like that they did way back in the day, where it was Nicole Murphy, it was Mai Tai, Prince's ex-wife, it was R. Kelly's ex-wife, and it might have been some other woman that I can't think of right now. But other than that, Nicole Murphy, other than taking photos with Eddie Murphy, I don't know much else about her. But that's it. That's all, y'all. What about your friends? What about your friends? Y'all be careful about your friends. That's all I want to say. And I'm going to leave it at that. Y'all have a good night. But before y'all have a good night, y'all have a good night. Subscribe to the channel. Like and comment. I'll be back with another one. I'm Talit. I'm out.